was like, eh. I missed my boobs before. Hi guys, and welcome back to this channel. I hope you're all doing well. And today I'm back with another video about pregnancy. So from the title it says what to expect when you're expecting, and I'm just like talking to you guys about things that, well, let's say I did not know before I got pregnant. So if you're new or you've been watching any of my other videos, I'm currently pregnant. I'm in my 3rd trimester, and oh sorry, just grabbing my water bottle. Yeah, I'm in my 3rd trimester, and I just thought it would be a nice idea to just talk about some of the things that they don't teach you in school. Like seriously, in school they just teach you like it takes one time to get pregnant, but there's other things that they don't teach you about pregnancy. And it's like when you're going through it and you're like, is this normal? Like, what the hell is happening to my body? So I'm just gonna be talking about that. So before we get into it, please subscribe to this channel and like this video. Thank you. So yeah, I'm just gonna show you my bum again because I like showing it. This is Baba. So cute. So as I mentioned, I'm in my 3rd trimester at the moment, and whew, yeah, so that's my belly bump. I really love my bum, I'm not gonna lie. And you know, some women always complain like, oh excuse me, like they're not showing as much or this and that, but with me, like I really love how my bump is like showing and it's like so cute, and I love rubbing it and stuff like that. So yeah, let's get into it. So I've got some notes here and things that I've written. So there's some of these things might sound bad, but I just want you, I'm just like informing you of what I've been through in my pregnancy. So the first thing I wrote down is like, you're gonna feel weird pains. Like for me, from the get-go of like being, I don't know, 5 weeks pregnant, I was feeling weird pains already. And from the beginning I felt like weird period pains, and I went doctors and they're checking me out and they're saying you're fine. But it's like, if it's your first baby and you're feeling like all these kind of weird pains, like anything that you feel, you're gonna worry about it. You're gonna be like, what is this? And you just want to know that it's not something that's like hurting the baby, or that the baby is not like in some kind of distress or something like that. So yeah, first thing what to expect is like weird pains. So then with these weird pains, there's also like technical names for it. There's like round ligament pain, and that's like when you feel pains on your side. And then there's like pubic bone pain, like on my pubic bone, like in my 3rd trimester, because the baby is getting heavy and it's sitting low, and it's like I get this pain, especially when I wake up. Like I can't open my legs like that. After I close my legs and then swing them to get out of bed because my pubic bone is in so much pain. I usually just feel it in the morning, and it's just like pressure basically on that bone because the baby. But it's like things that, again, I didn't like, no one taught me this. It's things actually I had to Google search for myself. And also when I go to my midwife appointments, that they actually then explain like, oh yeah, it's just like the baby's weight on your bone, your pubic bone basically. Right, so the next thing is from the get-go, again, my boobs became so sensitive. So it's like when I was like my 1st trimester, I used to just wear my normal bra, but then I just felt like my nipples were so sensitive and like so tender that I couldn't wear my normal bra anymore. I could still fit in it, but I couldn't wear it anymore. I'm like, the pain, whoo, Lord Jesus, the pain of wearing like a normal bra, it was too much. So I stopped wearing my normal bra, and I was wearing like a bralette to like underneath my clothes. But even that, my bralette, it was like a one from Topshop, and it was like a cotton one, but that still, the pain, I felt on my nipples from wearing that bralette, and it was that cotton one, as I mentioned. It was so painful, and it just like, there's no way around it basically. I just had to kind of like get used to the pain. But it's only in my second trimester when it became like less sensitive. They're still sensitive, but now it's just like less sensitive. So I also had to buy nursing bra from Amazon. I just got like a basic black one for me to wear like when I go out and stuff. When I'm at home, I was like, no, I'm not. Some people did advise me to like wear a nursing bra when I'm at home, so that like your skin doesn't stretch because your boobs are getting so big. But I was just like, no way, because of the pain that I feel from like anything rubbing against my nipples. I was like, I don't care if my skin stretches, I'm not wearing a nesting bra. The next thing is like, just when I first got pregnant, obviously because I didn't feel a connection with the baby, and I didn't feel like I was pregnant, because obviously it's like, you know you're pregnant, but it's like this, not, your stomach is still flat, or like your stomach says like you just look bloated. Like this early on in pregnancy, you feel like you're just like, you look bloated but you don't look pregnant, and it's like because you don't feel movement or anything like that, and you're like, am I really pregnant or am I just bloated? But you actually are. So in the early on days, it's okay for you not to feel that connection with the baby because it's still quite early on. It's only like in my second trimester when I was feeling a bit of like little flutter kicks and movement, and I started feeling like, oh, there's actually a thing in there. And now third trimester, my baby doing kung fu in my stomach, like I can definitely feel the baby in there. But yeah, it's okay for you early on not to feel like you actually got a connection with the baby. What's the next thing? So next thing is like, if you're African, I don't know about other cultures, but if you're African, people's opinions about your pregnancy, they're just gonna be there. But then again, I just think it's any culture in general. People are just gonna be like, oh, you need to exercise. Some people are like, oh no, you need to rest. Someone's gonna be like, oh, you're eating too much. Someone be like, oh, you're not eating enough. And it's just like, people are gonna have opinions basically on how you should live your life, or like even like opinions like about your baby. Like I have my in-laws that have opinions about my baby already, about, you know, education or this and that. So it's, you just need to expect that people are gonna have opinions about you and opinions about your baby. That's that. The next thing is morning sickness. So from the name nausea and morning sickness, I used to think before I was pregnant that it's just in the morning, but no, it's not just in the morning. You can have morning sickness like, I don't know, through the whole day. You can just be having nausea and morning sickness. I had it in the morning, I had it like at lunchtime. This is when I was at work. I did lunchtime when I was at work, in the evening when I came home. I could be throwing up anytime I ate basically. I could be like vomiting straight after. I'm just like but yeah, so it wasn't even just eating, even like smells of things would just make me throw up. So morning sickness is not just in the morning. You can have it throughout the whole day. And also thing about, I remember, morning sickness does not determine what gender of baby you're gonna have. You know how people be like, oh, if you're throwing up so much you're gonna have a boy, oh, if you're throwing up so much you're gonna have a girl. No, that doesn't determine the gender of the baby. Next thing, you're gonna feel, I feel very anxious. This was quite early on, actually not even early on. The time that I'm having my baby is one, just having a baby in general. Yeah, I just feel in my head, I keep thinking, am I ready? Like, thinking about your finances. You're thinking you're gonna be a good enough mother, and thinking like, like, is this even the right thing to do? That's like just general thing. But then the time that I'm having my baby, it's like there's a pandemic, there's like coronavirus. I'm like, oh my god, like when you go to like for your scans and like, oh, your husband can't come, your partner can't come because you only allow one person in, and the thing of like when I give birth in hospital, like am I even gonna be allowed like have a mum in there, or is it just gonna be my husband? So all these things of like, and also like I've had to stay indoors for such a long time, just, you know, thinking and thinking and thinking. And on top of that, recently there's a big movement that's happening right now in black people, like Black Lives Matter, and it's like seeing videos online of like police brutality and how people treat black people, and it's just like there's so much that you start worrying about your child and thinking about all these things. And it's like, so one thing that I've realized is like I've had to accept that these things are happening in the world, but your mental health when you're pregnant is really important. You have to really think about not stressing too much, because you're gonna have high blood pressure, you're gonna stress the baby, so your mental, you're gonna feel anxious. That's like, no, that's not okay, but you have to control, you have to find a way of controlling it, or else you can make yourself sick, and like, which is not good for the baby basically, right? And so with that, with my feeling anxiety, I just have to keep a positive mind. For me, it's like I just have to focus my energy on something else, whether it's like, I don't know, thinking about the baby nursery, or like just things to do around the house to distract me from constantly thinking and overthinking all these things that are happening. So the next thing I got is like the glow. So everyone, when you're pregnant in the movies, you see this like actresses having this kind of glow of like, oh yeah, they're walking around in their heels, they look like, I don't know, they just like came out, like they belong on the cover of Vogue and all of that, and people are like, oh my god, you're glowing, you're glowing. Like, no, that's not real. It's not real. Like, early on I was like, first off, when my clothes, when I was getting bigger, my clothes don't fit anymore, I was like, the only thing that I want to be in is like t-shirt and shorts, my husband's t-shirts and my husband's shorts. And the idea of even going to the hospital and thinking of what to wear, there's like clothes all over the bed just to go for a scan, like I did not feel no glow. And I was like, just didn't feel like, you don't feel like yourself. I think maybe with other people it's different, but with me I didn't feel the glow. I did feel a little bit excited, like a bit of a glow, when I done my pregnancy shoot, and I actually put on makeup and done my hair for the first time in like months, because of the whole pandemic and lockdown and being at home. So when I done that, it made me like a bit feel a bit more, you know, like, oh, like a human being actually. And that's when I felt like a bit of a glow on myself. But other than that, this glow that people speak of like that is like from the beginning, on the get-go, in real. And that's the next thing. Oh yeah, and it's like, you also, when you get bigger, it's like you kind of lose balance, like your gravity field in your body. It's like, for example, I'm quite clumsy anyway, yes, I get that, but when I'm being pregnant now, I'm like, I have to really watch how I walk, so I don't want to drop and like bump my belly or harm my stomach. So yeah, I just have to be aware that like my sense of balance has gone off, and just be extra aware when I'm coming down the stairs, getting out of bed, coming out of the shower, like slippery floor and all of that. So just have to be aware of your balance basically. And the next thing, yeah, you get really emotional about stuff, and it's so weird. Like when I look at baby clothes, I'm like, oh, and I start thinking about like my baby, like Christmas time. I'm like, oh, and I get like little tears in my eyes. Like Christmas jumper. So you get really emotional about a lot of things, about food, about, for me it's food and like baby clothes. Yeah, I've been like emotional about that. So your hormones are like high, so yeah, you're gonna be basically gonna feel emotional quite a lot. And yeah, as I mentioned before, like you can't wear like normal bras anymore because apparently it actually blocks like your milk ducts, so you're gonna have to wear like nursing bras quite a lot. Basically, that's it that I've got on my list. This is the things that I didn't know coming into pregnancy, and I had to learn down the line. But yeah, yeah, in general, like pregnancy, it's a beautiful thing. It's a thing where, yeah, it's a bit messy, it's uncomfortable, and you know, oh, another thing that I forgot to mention, sleep. Third trimester sleeping, oh my god, the baby is like, I'm laying on my left, it's kicking that side on the mattress, laying on my right, it's kicking that side, so you're gonna lose a bit of sleep. For me it's like in my third trimester I'm losing my sleep, but in general pregnancy is like, it's a beautiful thing, and it's just like you're growing a human being in your body. It's like a miracle. But yeah, and I hope you guys, for those that are expecting, you've learned some things from what I've said. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Please don't forget to subscribe, and so I can continue doing more videos for you guys. I'll see you guys on my next one. Bye.